Sonia, I know we didn't get the individual medal we were hoping for, but you were part of, as well as all the individual medals you gleaned during your career, you were also part of a team. What's it like? What's the atmosphere like within a team when they do medal like that?
Yeah, no, it's quite special, because, I suppose it's always difficult to get an individual medal. So I think to have in the back of your mind that you're also running for a team means that no matter how bad you're feeling, you're going to, try and get in front of that next person in front of you and do the best that you can. I was in that position a few times. We were third twice in the World Cross Country, and I remember in Turin in 1997, falling back through the field and getting encouragement for the crowd to, go for the team. And, I think it's a very special thing that athletes get to do in cross country, because generally athletics is an individual sport and you come together as a team. But to be able to go out there and to work together and to achieve a result together, it's something that is very special, something that we should use to our advantage, because Ireland has such a great tradition and history in cross country running that we should be out there and we should really be working together, and the girls should be communicating. And I think that's what happens, is if you can get a good energy within the team, then it just creates a little bit of something special that means that you'll go out there and everyone's a little bit more relaxed, and then they're able to go out and to get the best out of themselves.
Yeah, I suppose, Jerry, we saw it to a point in the sprint relays for Ireland at the European Championships. There was a good team spirit, and it does improve performances of certain individual athletes. And we see in that team there, as I mentioned earlier on, athletes who are very consistent performers, certainly on a national level, and are always there, ready to represent their country, and for them to get this reward now is nice.
It's a terrific reward. You see, Peter, races like this, it's not the World Championships, it's not the Olympic Games, but for a lot on the Irish team, it actually is their Olympics, and it means an awful lot to them. The only person on the women's team who had any aspiration or ambition for an individual title was Fionnuala, and the rest were all team players, and they knew exactly what their role was, and they all ran. They all ran up to their best. So, you're right. There's clearly is great spirit amongst them. Even listen to Fionnuala afterwards. I was surprised how upbeat she was about the whole thing, because she will be disappointed with sixth place. I meet herself and her partner, Alan McCormack, very regularly, and she was not looking beyond the medal. So she has actually put her disappointment to one side and says it's a consolation. I suppose winning a team medal assuages the hurt that she may be feeling, because she will not be happy with finishing sixth place. Yeah,
and it serves as encouragement. We say for an athlete like Sarah Tracy, a super performance by her today. She's just qualified as a doctor. She has been in university in the UK. She competes regularly in many events over there, and she may take an even more serious view now of maybe something else is achievable for her.
I actually had a bit of communication with Sarah, and she told me that this was not a priority for her. And I advised her that if she's standing on the start line, she should make it a priority and do the best she could.
So what is her focus, by the way? Did she say?
Well, she's planning on the European indoors and then hopefully qualifying for the World Championships next year. But sometimes athletes can plan too far ahead, and they're always looking at what's coming up rather than what's actually happening today. And, I think if you're fit and, you're ready to run, then you've got to take the opportunity and you've got to go out there and run, because you don't know what's going to happen to you next week. You might get injured or sick, and you may not be running as well. So I think you've got to, I suppose, compete in the moment, and if you're there and you're ready, then you don't need to hold back and think, I'm going to save myself for the indoors or for the outdoors, because that's a little bit more important. What's most important is the race that you're running today, and I think that's what she did today. She went out there, she was always not too far away, she was always kind of in the 20s and managed to pick off people towards the end. So I think it's pretty impressive how she improved from her placing at the national championships recently, where definitely didn't run up to form. I think she probably decided that she was going to go out here and do the best she could, and hopefully in there for the team, which she was again 2 years ago when they won the gold medal. So I think to be on on a winning team, bronze medal winning team, you kind of want to keep that going and to be a part of a successful team for years to come.